Oh, welcome back. We're joined now by one of the Bay Area's best-selling authors. Jack Bowen is here, the Stanford grad, talking about his latest project. Nice to have you back on the program.
Nice to be here. Thanks for having me, Raj.
Okay, the latest book. This is your third book, correct?
Yes.
Okay, the title, and bear with me here. If you can read this, The Philosophy of Bumper Stickers.
That's it.
So the book's about bumper stickers.
Well, it uses bumper stickers to highlight the excitement of some big philosophical ideas. So
Okay.
It's more about philosophy, I would say.
And I know in your previous books you're all about philosophy. How can something as ordinary as a bumper sticker teach us something regarding philosophy here?
I'm going to have to take you to task on ordinary, but I think that the thing that it does really well is a bumper sticker in actually 8.1 words. I took the time to average the length of a bumper sticker. Really can capture an often very, ethereal, abstract philosophical idea in these 8 words. So I kind of think if a picture is worth 1,000 words, a bumper sticker is at least worth 1,000 words. And it just does that so well.
Our current culture, does it have any relevance? Bumper stickers, I'm driving on the freeway, I see one, I kind of think about it, and then it just kind of goes out of my mind. Does it have any current relevance in our culture?
I think absolutely. I think first, the statistic that we've got, Facebook has over 23 million users using their bumper sticker app, are sort of communicating via these sort of terse statements. Right then and there kind of sends the message that they're not just on cars anymore. And on top of that, I think when you ask someone their political stance, Republican, Democrat, they're talking about a philosophical idea. They're talking about rights and how things ought to be distributed, and those are real deep philosophical issues.
You're one of the sharpest guys I know. How'd you come up with this idea? You're sitting at home thinking, my next book I want to write about bumper stickers.
Well, I was driving, aptly, and at the time was teaching a segment with one of my classes on the death penalty, saw a bumper sticker about the death penalty, brought that idea into class the next day, and the students just glommed onto it. And we had one of the most vibrant discussions that we had had the entire year, because in these 8 words, they got the message and were able to immediately, almost emotionally connect to it, whether they were for or against it, and then really do the work that philosophers we're trying to get our students to do.
Philosophy, self-help, does it overlap? Is it independent of each other?
Certainly some might make that connection. I would say that philosophy completely undercuts the need for this ever-growing, burgeoning self-help industry, in that I think there's a great bumper sticker, actually. If ignorance is bliss, why aren't there more happy people? And what it's clearly saying is that ignorance isn't bliss. There's this sort of deeper happiness that actually Aristotle, all the way back to Aristotle, was writing about sort of human flourishing. And I think what philosophers do a great job of is bringing to light some of the really big issues that allow us to achieve what I think is the deeper sense of happiness or bliss, is that notion of flourishing.
Did you enjoy writing this book?
I loved it. I was really sad when this process was over. There was like this empty void. I think in one sense it became a little bit like a journal for me. In another sense, this was the first year of my marriage with my wife was spent discussing this whole range of philosophical issues. And then the book was done and I sent the final manuscript off to Random House and I came home and how was your day? How was your day? Do you want to solve the meaning of life? We did that. And so it definitely has left a void for me.
Your first year of marriage, you're still married, right?
Still married.
Okay.
I still got the bling.
That's
Come on.
good. That's good. Okay, from the book now, your favorite 3 bumper stickers that you write about here.
Oh,
is there some humor involved in these, or is there something that 3 pop up right away?
So it's like asking me to pick my favorite child. Well, I don't have children, but there certainly is some here. I think that's one of the real fun parts about writing about bumper stickers. To pick out, since you mentioned a humorous one of the most humorous I think that I can pick out is, if you can read this, so apt to start given the title of the book, Flip Me Over. And the bumper sticker is upside down. And in my research, actually found a photo of a Jeep that had driven across the divide, had flipped over, and the driver had the wherewithal to put this sticker upside down on it. So it literally read, if you can read this, flip me over, and the Jeep was upside down. So coincidence, it's hard to say.
Is it strange you look back, and you're still a young guy, but you look back on your career so far, you're middle of your career right now, successful high school water polo coach, very successful player in your own right from Stanford, and now an author, successful author. You got a lot of things going.
I agree with that statement. And I guess, we don't watch much television, and I think instead of these other outlets, when I'm alone, I think there's kind of nothing more I'd rather be doing than thinking through these big ideas and sort of trying to come up with my take on them and trying to share them in a really accessible way with people. And as far as the water polo goes, I was playing a game that I loved and I had the good fortune of being good at, and now I get to share that with high school age kids who push me as much as I push them. It's a real give and take, so it doesn't feel like work.
Magic wand, and I know there's no such thing, but magic wand, if you could just kind of touch that magic wand and how to spread philosophy into something more mainstream and more everyday. Because like you said, self-help seems that philosophy undercuts it. How could you kind of spread it to make it more everyday?
The honest answer is this book. It feels so self-promoting, but that's really what I've been trying to do with my first book and this book, is to bring everything. I think there's this misconception of philosophy as these sort of old, stodgy professors sitting in the tall ivory towers of academia thinking up these completely abstract thoughts, and that is being done. But I think that one of the things that really drew me away from my initial major of human biology into philosophy was that here we were talking about the most important issues that we could be discussing, from the soul and the mind to religion and free will and ethics and morality and being your best, and all of these ideas that I think are some of the most important things that we can be discussing. And they really are there, like couched in this 8-word bumper sticker. They're there for everyone to discuss.
Yeah, you're not your typical philosopher. You just brought it up. Usually you're right, that stouchy thing, but you're a former Division I athlete, you're a good-looking guy, you're a young guy. You've broken the mold, I think, have you not?
Well, and it's part of my hope, is to say, you don't have to sit around and twiddle your beard. You just think about yourself in this grandiose universe that you're in, and what are you doing there? And all of a sudden, we're talking philosophy.
All right, Jack Bowen, good luck. Thanks for your time. If you can read this, The Philosophy of Bumper Stickers. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.